Wow. Hello, everyone. What an intro. Jeez. For those of you who have been following us regularly, this is a new intro that, we've got tried out today. Let us know what you think of it, because I know Dimitro's worked a lot on it, so he'll be pleased to hear about your feedback. Hello, Dimitro. He's even here listening in because he's also learning the smart money concept strategy. And today, of course, we have the backtesting session with, as the intro already said, with Roman. How you doing, Roman?
No, I'm doing good.
Nice.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm excited for today again. You've got a nice market picked out for me again.
Yeah, so it will be near USDT.
Near. Okay. Well, let's set it up and get the chart loaded. There we go. We've got the chart. So I've got the backtest already set up. So we're playing from the 1st of August till today, really. And we're currently on the 15-minute time frame. All right. I have not checked this market. I do hold a little bit of near, but it's just like I don't know why I'm holding near, but I am.
And just like a lot of altcoins that you hold for a lot of years, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I must have bought them some time ago, or maybe they're stuck from a bot or whatever, but I don't actively trade near, so I don't know this market. But as always, we're going to be looking at what this market has done. So let's check near. Actually, this is a familiar pattern. Did we do near before?
Yeah, I think we did it, but we backtested some other
this period, I think.
Other periods.
Yeah, we did this.
Yeah,
period.
probably it was the beginning of the year, so something in this area.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So why are there lines in here? Oh, they're actually good. So maybe we ended there or something. But we'll just continue with this. So the monthly here, we saw the move going down with this. Yeah, I don't know, this liquidity taken out, I suppose. There is a fair value gap right here that it actually entered. So it touched this fair value gap, and then the response of that was good. So there's a higher probability that it will now go to this liquidity.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. No, the lines are there. So we've actually got a few items here. We can, this is the monthly fair value gap that we had already drawn in a previous backtest. So that's good. Let's hit save and go to the weekly. Weekly.
Yeah, maybe for now you can hide the RSI so it just doesn't take a lot of space. Yeah.
I can do that. Definitely. Yeah, again, so the move down, we've got this fair value gap right now. So that'll be a nice entry point from here to go there. High time frame, fair value gap, bullish. Okay. And that was the weekly time frame. Okay. Anything else? I suppose this is a little bit of liquidity. That could be a potential target.
Yeah, it can be a great target.
Yep. Oh, yeah, we can actually turn these into targets. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I see some nice liquidity building here, so this will probably be nice on the lower time frames. Let's go. And so we work our way down from the monthly to the daily to the 4 hour, where we're actually going to look for entries. And then on the we're going to look for possible entries. And then on the 15-minute, we will look for the actual entry, as always.
Yeah, so I think we need to go back and discuss the bias and the narrative or your expectation on the market.
Right.
Like from this time frame.
Yeah, so for the monthly, I already said that it was likely to go to this target.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we see a bullish candle, so possible bullish momentum. However, shift would be here. So anything can happen on the monthly.
Yeah.
On weekly, we have this, we have a shift here. So again, weekly could be bullish. It's already going up. It took out this liquidity. So here, and the momentum was strong. We've got a shift on the weekly here that was actually closed above, now touching in, looking like this is going to get that fair value gap. So expectation for this one would be something like this, and then to hit this target. That would be the expectation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also wanted to mention that we also had this liquidity sweep on this side.
Yeah, I just said that.
So I probably missed it. So yeah, it is a reason to go up. And also with that, this fair value gap shows us that there is huge support. So yeah, it might be the change of narrative. And yeah, this move is very, very reasonable.
Yeah, and if we can close above this one, then we'll be looking at higher targets up here.
Yeah, exactly. And so we probably will not reach these targets at this backtest because we will only backtest a couple of weeks.
Yep.
But yeah, in the high time frame, like till the end of the year, is pretty valid target.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, so we're going back to the daily. What do we see on the daily? I see, well, it's filled with fair value gaps really. Here, no, not that one. This is actually quite good. This was a fair value gap that was used as a resistance or inverse fair value gap, bounced off to the downside, leaving this fair value gap on the 4 hour. Well, actually, we can't draw 4 hours yet because we're not there yet. So let's just turn this off. So we have a target. Let's just start drawing some targets. Like so. We already had this target getting swept, but it can still close below it. There is so we can adjust this fair value gap to being here. Okay. So that actually hits this one perfectly. And yeah, there is another fair value gap right there. Oh, that's not the right one. And that's a daily time frame fair value gap. Okay, and this was the weekly, but we've now turned it into a daily. Okay. Apart from that, I don't see much. All I see is that, yeah, as I said, oh wait, maybe we can see why this happened. So we could see liquidity getting swept here, or at least getting That's a check. And this one is still free.
Yeah, that's a potential target.
Yeah, so we have a nice cluster of targets right here. So that's good. So there's a high probability that it will try to get these areas.
Yeah, there's one more thing that I wanted to check is using the Fibonacci retracement. Draw this dealing range and see where we are.
This fair value gap will bring it into the discount zone.
Exactly.
Sounds like a perfect PD array setup.
Yeah, so far. And
hello,
I mean,
Johnny.
Yeah, let's see if it works out.
Johnny is on the chat. It's always nice to see Johnny. Okay, let's go to 4 hours. And then I promise we're almost ready to start looking for some trades. The 4 hour fair value gap right here.
I mean, from this time frame and looking that far back, 4 hours for 4 hour fair value gap will not be a good target, but you can go back to the daily and add there was one more daily fair value gap below, or at least for maybe two more. That was one more.
Here.
Yeah, you can just extend the existing fair value gap to that area if you want.
What do you mean? Just like that?
Yeah. I mean, they're one after another, so it's not a big deal.
They're dual. Yeah.
So yeah, this would be the area to look for the reversal. And since this is the daily fair value gap, you'll need to look for the reversal on higher time frames. So not 15 minutes,
okay,
but
so
at least 1 hour.
So we're looking for the 1 hour. Okay. Well, let's see what the price does then. I mean, if the 4 hour basically doesn't give us anything logical right now, because the only logical thing, like we can actually enable that now here. Yeah, so the 4 hour fair value gap would be here, which would still be relevant. But yeah, that might be a potential target area instead of a entry area.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what the price will do on the 1 hour. So we're going down, we're entering. Yeah, well, actually, I'm just gonna, because it's a little bit cluttering at the moment for me. So we did enter. So technically, we could start looking for that shift, which would be for this would be here. That's my line that I drew for where the price can go. Okay, can already. So this is how we would adjust it, right? So we just move it down until we find a new shift.
Yep.
And hopefully we will get a better shift where the distance between shift and stop loss wouldn't be that great, because that gives you the nicest risk reward ratios. And in the meantime, we just keep adjusting the shift. At the moment, no new shift. Is it possible to trade futures on Binance while living inside of the EU? There are ways, but there are ways. I'm not sure which countries are actually blocked by Binance Futures right now. I'm trading Binance Futures through a Zignali account, but that's not possible anymore for new people. So I'm not sure of the new ways or the current ways to do this. And with that, we're slowly creeping up and we're actually getting the close above the shift. So that means that we can start looking for a long position on the 1 hourly. And if I'm not mistaken, with the 1 hour, you said that you can actually increase the risk, right?
I mean, if that's your strategy, you can do that. Yeah. I mean, everyone creates his own strategy, so it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, with the 4 hour daily, 4 hour 15 minute, we do 1, and with daily 1 hour, we can do 2. I'm happy with that. Then we have the first target. Oh, actually, we need to look at the daily now for our first target. Yeah, technically, the daily target would be here. And gives us, gives us a 3.
I would say that this is a quite risky position at this point. You still have daily fair value gap in the way here. So like this can be a risky one when you're trying to just guess and catch the reversal.
Right.
But you never know, because we can have another run down and then move up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's room in this fair value gap for sure.
What I would do, like usually my analysis, so when I see this area, you really want to see the reaction in this zone. And then you'll see what happens after that. So it can push the price immediately down, or it probably will have some consolidation and then move up. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you really need to observe this daily fair value gap. This is the most important area at this point.
Right. So what does that mean for this setup? Is it?
I mean, you can try this one, but I would say that this is a pretty risky approach.
So the idea would be to reduce the risk.
Yeah, you can reduce the risk. I mean, it is. Some traders use this, but this is mostly just guessing. So it's not the pure strategy. So you don't have a real confirmation of the reversal. Well, I mean, 1 hour shift might be the sign. So yeah, it's up to you, I guess.
No, I
mean, it works. You have the daily fair value gap. You're in the discount area. You have the 1 hour shift. So basically checks all the boxes. Yep. Just in the higher time frame combination.
Yeah. Well, at least we get our fill. And
yeah, I think you can switch to 4 hour or daily or 4 hour. It's up to you.
Okay, well, we see this 4 hour fair value gap here that is now touched. So here. And we're actually entering another 4 hour fair value gap right here. Yeah. Here. So that's interesting, because that means that we could potentially enter another long here on the 4 hour.
Well, you can try that, but what I recently learned doing backtests is that when you have this long move down, then you have potential reversal, which has this daily fair value gap on the way. Mm-hmm. It never recovers like that.
Right. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because normally you would have the impulse move.
Yeah.
And then you would have the correction, which would be followed by another impulse move. So
yeah,
I understand what you're saying, where this was the impulse move. So we need to be mindful of that. This could actually just be the recovery phase, and that this target might not even be feasible.
I mean, yeah, it is possible. But what I also noticed is that, so back to this daily fair value gap that you have here. So price usually moves down, then it comes back into the fair value gap. Then it may consolidate for some time, and it either can do a resweep and then move up, or it can just correct into some local areas and then continue going up. So you really need to observe the reaction in this area, so the daily fair value gap that you have on the higher time frame. Mm-hmm. And now you see, it has the move down. So you can probably also apply the Fibonacci daily range here and see. So potentially there will be like a 0.5, like the discount area target or something.
Yeah, on the 4 hour, we would see some fair value gaps right here.
Yeah, I mean, they might work.
But yeah, okay, so this is a bit of new information for me as well. I'm thinking what to do now. Okay, so we have this line can go because it's just cluttering. Yeah, so we have that impulse move down. That means that we get this correction. So technically, order flow would be this way in longs. But then we would need to be careful with the entries. So we'll see what this does. And because the shift would be here, technically, if we're going for a long. So now actually we got a new shift in town. That's this one. And there, but it's not, yeah. There we go. Now we can basically, let's see, 4 hour. Yeah, it closed below the 4 hour. So this fair value gap is no longer valid, no longer entry. And we can indeed see that move down into other areas. Is that that's a very tiny one. And now we get that. Oh, this would have been a tricky one. I don't think, yeah, I mean, this trade you wouldn't have taken because
well, we could have taken like this shift.
Yeah, but I don't think the risk reward ratio is there. No. Well, yeah, you'd have to target this one, but that's really.
I mean, you can stretch it even higher.
Yeah, but from what you just said about the impulse move and this being the correction one, the probability of it reaching that higher target is actually lower. So I wouldn't consider that trade. This is actually.
But I mean, if you look now, so I think it is definitely the discount zone now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, if the reversal happens, it should happen somewhere around here.
Yeah, no,
so
I
it's
agree
either
with that.
You look for shorts all the way down to this one, or you look for the reversal and to go up.
Yeah, but if I took this trade, I would have been stopped out right now as well. But also,
yeah, that's true.
For risk reward ratio, in the phase that we're in, which is the correction phase, I think getting a 2 to 3 or a 2 or 3 risk reward ratio would be a very big stretch. And actually, as you saw, it went above this, which is in a correction phase, way more risky. Okay.
Yeah, so, can you also switch to the 4 hour time frame?
Yeah.
There's one thing that I wanted to show you. So we said that this was the impulse, right? Like this was the impulse, then small correction, another impulse. And this looked like a correction because it was very slow. And yeah, it was my favorite fishing rod setup that I actually didn't catch this time. But what we can see here, like it is not an impulse.
No, I think we're still in the correction.
This is consolidation.
Yeah.
So we had the consolidation, like the correction up, and then we have some kind of a consolidation going down. So to me, it says like, it basically screams that it is the reversal coming soon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we switch back to the 15-minute, this fair value gap is still valid. So if we get our shift, which would currently be here, okay. That's a very strong move.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can get a fill. But now look at the difference, because now we can actually target something way closer and actually have a decent. I mean, this would be the next target, I suppose. Yeah, that's a massive one. 1% risk. Yeah, okay. Now let's see if we can get our fill.
Oh yeah.
It might be that we just missed the entry and the move has happened.
It looks like even here you didn't have an entry, right? Yeah, it didn't come back to this area.
Nope.
Ah, that's a shame.
Because it looks like, yeah, it would have been a good trade, but unfortunately, this one did not hold up. But we're still in one trade, so that's good. Actually, we can switch back to 4 hours because there are no entry opportunities here. There is one now. That's the 15-minute fair value gap. So this was the entry. This is the shift, meaning that we can look for a long if the price continues to go here. But actually, I see this move. This is a nicer entry point for our stop loss. We might even need to target this area in order for us to get that risk reward ratio properly down there. That's 4. That's fine. 15 minutes. Question is, will we get filled? So the entry that I'm picking here is this fair value gap on the 15-minute. Actually, I can take this one and still be fine. Yeah. Because this one scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like this market is
It's not coming back to you.
not playing. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much a done trade. Oh, the ideas are really good. The entries are just not there. Yeah, but luckily we're still in a trade, and who knows?
And so it is approaching this 4-hour fair value gap now.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
daily fair value gap. So yeah, it can be a resistance area.
Yeah. Well, that's our first profit.
Nice.
That's our first.
What was that?
15%. A 3, I suppose.
3.
Yeah. With 15.
Why is that 15?
On the portfolio, it's a 3%.
Okay. Yeah, let me add a new cool thing to the chart.
Nice. We're getting so good at this. Trying out all these new cool tricks from our video software. It's good. We've got our entry here. I mean, okay. Let's go back because I'm going too quickly. We've got our bounce off this one. We got a bounce off a daily fair value gap, so that's dangerous. However, there are some really nice targets here on the daily as well. So we could, the fair value gap here.
Yeah, so there is, again, what you can do here is you can also draw this dealing range, Fibonacci.
Yeah, so that would actually target this one again. Or this liquidity.
Well, at least this one. Yeah, this liquidity looks good. So you already had the reaction in this fair value gap, so it might not come back that far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this internal liquidity looks pretty good.
Yep.
So you might even try, I don't know, looking for a short position towards this one. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to trend like the counter trend position.
Well, I mean, if we're already up 3%, we could risk it, I suppose. So we targeted this liquidity, so then technically our shift would be here or here. But I'm also liking this fair value gap right here for our short. Like if we could get down there and there, that could dramatically reduce our risk reward ratio. Or target for here. Yeah, that's already a 3.5. That looks quite nice, but we set this target, right? 4 hour. I mean, that would be a massive one. 15 minutes. Has the shift happened? And actually, are we going for the better one? Yeah, shift has definitely happened. So we can leave our risk to 1. If we get filled, this will be a massive trade. If not, then we just missed it. And we're just doing a bit greedy. And that's also fine. But we get our fill. And we get our stop loss.
Nice. Well, that happens.
It sure does. And the thing is, we can try again because we've got a shift here. But this looks like a nice fair value gap forming as well. Which it did. It just entered back into it. But no shift yet, so that's a bit risky. Yeah, that would have been the stop loss, so that's good. Again, new shift would be here. That's not the close. Okay. That makes that easy.
Yeah.
And just trying to spot the... Oh, this is good. This is good. This is a good shift.
Yeah, this is a good candle.
Yep.
To break through the shift.
Yeah. The only downside to this is that we now have to look for a target that's further down. However, we already had this target in mind anyway, which gives us the 3.8, which is good. Let's go back to the 15 minutes to place this. And okay. We get our fill and we get our stop loss.
It was very close.
Let's go back to 4 hours. Maybe. Just maybe. Exactly. That's what I was hoping for. Maybe we can get another entry, which would be shift here. And there it is.
Yeah, I think it's too close. You don't have enough risk reward ratio.
Well, there is this 4 hour fair value gap and the yeah, that's a 4. This is a
Well, yeah, you can try this one.
This is a 2.9. So what we can do to be a little bit more safer is like this, and then we still have 3.6. That's the beauty of splitting profit targets. That you can sometimes take a position. Oh, yeah, that's our fill. Okay, switch to 4 hour. Let's see if we can get another order flow going. Unfortunately not. Oh, there. Was this it? This was it.
Wait, what was it a stop loss?
Yeah, Yeah, we had one stop loss here, this one, from this trade to this one. So if you want to update,
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was, wait, was this, jump back to here. Was this an entry or not? Yeah, okay, that was the entry. But the shift is then here. No, not even here. Not even here. There.
Yeah, it is
but
too
that's
far.
yeah, that's too far. No, we won't be able to get that. But at least we've got our win. So we had one win, one loss.
That's 2 win.
That's 2 win and another loss.
And 2 losses.
Yeah. So we have 2 wins, 2 losses, 50-50, 5%. Okay. We're entering this for our fair value gap, which would have been our entry zone for the continuation to the upside. So let's see if we can get in there. Ooh.
Well, you see, as I mentioned before, so that fair value gap was tested already.
This one.
Here.
Yeah.
And so here you had this discount zone. So this is probably, this was the target and it reached this target. And it might be the reversal now. But now you need to observe this reaction in the 4-hour fair value gap.
Yep. Yeah. So we're checking. Oh, it was already taken.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was tested before. So yeah, might be not that important.
Yeah, this one was already tested. Now it's closed. Yeah. There's a new fair value.
And also,
by the way.
Do you remember the position that you tried to take here and didn't get the entry?
Yeah.
It looks like the entry was there, like exactly there. The one that you missed in this fair value gap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you would need to wait for like 5 days to open the position. So yeah, it is not realistic.
No. So we got our fair value gap. There's a lot of liquidity building here, by the way. So let's remove this line. This daily fair value gap wasn't fully taken, so it still has some merit. Oh, hello. So we get the close and we get the entry, actually. So we need to jump back a little bit here. Is that allowed? Yes, that's allowed because we're looking for the shift. The shift is here. So technically we should be able to take a long here. Stop loss there. Let's spot a nice target. There's a target. That gives us 3.5. The only thing is that this was a very big impulse move. And can we be a little bit greedy and just stick it there? Giving us a 5.6. We might miss the trade, as we did in that other part, but we can also kill the trade, which I'm actually going to try it today.
Maybe you can try to open both. I don't know. But yeah, it's up to you.
No, we don't need to open both. I mean, you either get filled or not. And if you get filled, then you learn. then you learn not to be greedy. Yeah. Would we have gotten it?
Of course, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
On the shift, there was a lot of chances.
And also, even on the inverse fair value gap, if you would enter at the top of it,
this?
so here at the top of this fair value gap.
Yeah, that would have been a fill as well. Yeah. You see, greed doesn't always bring you more money.
Yeah, but it depends what you do with these types of positions that you miss, because you can beat yourself for that, or you can
well, the question is, I've never really tried doing this part, right? So that's exactly what we're using the backtesting for, to try out different ideas and see, hey, maybe if I don't go in on the shift and I wait for a fair value gap fill on the lower time frame, that I might increase my profit overall. I mean, this could be a missed trade. Well, this is a missed trade, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that the next trade would have been a miss, and then I've increased my profit by a lot. And maybe the two trades that I've missed are then reached by a bigger trade that is hit. Yeah. That's what we're doing the backtesting for, right? To try out these different ideas.
Yeah. I mean, that's when it happens on your live account, when you trade it for real and you just missed the entry by a couple of %. It can be so frustrating. So, yeah, it depends how you react to this.
Yeah. Well, normally, if it happens on my live account, I'm not happy. Here, I can really easily laugh about it. But yeah, I mean, the theory was good. The entry was good. Well, in this case, the entry was the actual decision of the entry was bad because I was too greedy. If I wasn't greedy and I just stuck to the 3x, then it would have been another 3% on the portfolio. But hey ho.
Well, yeah.
We're in this situation now. We're going to continue to find the next target. I mean, this was a check. So we can actually we've got some spammers in the chat.
Right.
Yeah, apparently streamboo.com, and we need to remove the space. Well, why don't we just remove the the comment? Can we? Can't. Oh, it's from Twitch. Yeah, we're also streaming on Twitch, by the way. If you didn't know that, we're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. So hi all to new viewers. Originally, we were doing this on YouTube only, but why not on all channels? We've got this target, so we could potentially be looking at a short recovery, just like this one. This was a very good trade, so we could see another trade. And as Roman said, from the top down, maybe to this area. So maybe this for a fair value gap is a nice one.
What I also wanted to say is that you need to observe the price slowing down here. So you don't have too many fair value gaps here. You only have like 2 fair value gaps here. So this can be the sign of potential upcoming reversal.
Yep. Exactly.
So yeah, that's a good point.
So we've got that target. So we've got our shift kind of here. This shift can be removed because we're not doing that right now. We've got this fair value gap. And we're targeting this one. Let's see. We're doing a short. We've got our stop loss here in either case. And we've got our target right here. Oh. I mean, what happens if we put this one there? Our target won't be made. No. So that means that we kind of have to target that area anyway. If you understand my logic. So here.
I'm not sure which one. Oh, this fair value gap. But this one was tested before, right? So, yeah.
So you would say this fair value gap will be the next one?
I mean, yeah.
And
Probably.
can we wait?
It makes sense.
Can we wait then? Here? No. Well, what we can do is we can wait for it to happen and then see if we can still manage to get this entry. If we can't get the 2 or the 3, then we may be able to get this.
Yeah, I mean, I would wait for the shift.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise we have to reduce our risk as well. And I don't really want to do that now.
Feeling risky today.
Yeah. And stop loss would be hit now, so it's a good thing we didn't do it. So we've got a new shift here. Why are there 2? Meaning this is now the case, and there. Yeah, we're closing in on the 3, so we actually don't need to wait for the other.
Hey, actually, if this move happens, so this will be 4-hour shift.
Yeah.
So this might mean much deeper reversal. So it might even take out the swing low that you have there at the bottom. But yeah, it's just.
Well, we can check we can check the Fibonacci as well. What is now likely? So premium discount zone, yeah. This fair value gap is looking like the optimal entry. So yeah. But we need to wait for the actual shift to happen anyway. Which it happened now. So now we can enter.
And it looks really good.
Is this the shift? Yeah, technically. But
yeah, maybe you even had something
this
even there. I don't know.
That would have been there. I mean, it is definitely there. But this is not the shift, right? Normally you would tell me, no, at least this is my shift.
I mean, it depends on the day. So sometimes you can say
the way the wind blows with Rogan.
I'm feeling like this is a shift today.
In other words, I've looked at the chart before. This I didn't. So for me, the shift is here. Oh wow, what a candle.
Oh yeah, you can see that entry.
That would have been a massive one. But yeah. Oh
yeah. So yeah, what I just wanted to say. So as I said before, so this is a 4-hour shift now. So yeah, it might even go much lower.
Well, I mean, we can target the end of the fair value gap as well. That'll bring it to 3.8. Yeah. I mean, is there a target on the? No. I mean, this target is here. That's the very bold target. But we don't.
Well, yeah.
We don't need that. We might get another order flow here, by the way, if we get.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be careful. So there's one fair value gap. Maybe you'll find even more.
Yeah. There's another. There's first profit. There's fair value gap. There. Oh, shift is here. Fair value gap is here. Close was here. Entry, no entry yet. Entry here. Stop there.
Yeah, that would be a perfect one.
Target here is fine.
I mean, yeah, there is a risk that it won't be reached, but yeah, I mean, the idea is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Idea was good. Entry not there, unfortunately.
And there was an entry on the shift, I guess.
Here, yeah, but then the risk reward ratio wouldn't be there. Because then we get this.
Yeah, even if you target it
like
much lower, then yeah.
You'd have to target a lot lower. Like this, the lowest part is here, so no. But another profit.
What was that?
Now at 8.9%.
Almost 9.
Yeah. And we missed 3. So we would have been at 12 if I wasn't too greedy. Oh. Fair value gap. Fill. So here, this was the fair value gap fill. Shift would be here. Right? Yeah. Shift is here. This shift can go. I mean, this is it's a difficult one to reach, I suppose, because what are we going to...
What was the equivalent? Oh, yeah.
What are we going to target? We can't target this. We would have to target this. Yeah. But it's low. It's going to sweep this, going to take this. It's high risk. But who knows? We're only risking 1 to get 3. So we don't need to be right all the time. We get our fill and we get stop loss.
Well,
yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but like there was no mistake, I guess. The only problem to me would be this very slow movement within the 4-hour fair value gap. Like,
yeah.
This is the only thing that could suggest that this is probably not the best entry. But yeah, I mean, the idea is still there. So let's break this down. So you had this fair value gap fulfill. Then yeah, you had the move down. Yeah, I mean, it made sense that it could go down. It's like it's not even a mistake. So I'd say this is just a statistical error.
Yeah, it can still go theoretically. Like it can still, like this one was now the highest point. So then we get our shift. Well, we could get the fair value gap shift here, but it didn't close yet.
Well, I wouldn't work with this fair value gap anymore because of how much you had there.
Yeah, this fulfilled as well. So the shift would be here, giving us a similar trade actually.
If you go back to 4-hour, so yeah, maybe there will be some kind of a move towards this liquidity and then continuation, because this makes sense. If this one didn't provide any rejection from here, like any resistance, then price might go up to this one.
Yeah.
And then move down, because this one has to be swept, I guess.
Well, we can't take this yet because this was already the high point. So we need to wait for the high point.
Oh, yeah.
And then so the idea is there, right? The idea is there. But
I mean, this could be treated as rejection block then, because it tested fair value gap. I mean, yeah, that's how they do. So they find explanation for these moves. But what I guess, like if you open another market, let's say Bitcoin or Ethereum, some of them would probably take out this liquidity, the similar one. And just it's the problem that NIR was too weak and it didn't even get to this point. So that's why it ended up being rejected here in this rejection block.
Yeah.
So that's what they call the SMT.
So let's see. We didn't take the trade. We didn't take the trade, but we can still see how we could have traded it. So we're not actually going to take the trade because that would be cheating. So this was the move. This would be the shift. So let's see. Target down there. Yeah, that's really good. 4. Oh wait, I need to move this one there. Yeah, that's the 3. So that's good. So let's see what would have happened. Who? Oh, was that not the move? No, this was the move. Yeah, sorry. Moved into the 4-hour fair value gap, of course. This stop loss there. Where is the entry? Shift. Wow, shift is here. Well, maybe there is some more. No. Oh wait, yeah, it went all the way down there, of course. But yeah, the shift would be here and down here. Nah, no trade there.
Yeah, Kata asks you to check the chat.
Check the chat.
I think you have a call upcoming or something.
Oh yeah, that's correct. I need to leave in a few minutes. Yeah, so this was the target.
Yeah, so I checked the Ethereum chart and it had a similar situation, but Ethereum had this revisit of the fair value gap, taking out liquidity and then move down.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else didn't get there because everything was weaker than Ethereum.
Yeah.
So that's the explanation. But yeah, the idea was there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now let's recap because I do have that meeting. 7.8, 7.9. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. We've tested 2 weeks. A bit over 2 weeks. Not bad. 8% in 2 weeks. I'll take that anytime.
That's pretty good.
All right. So tomorrow we've got the smart money concept market overview. So we're going to be looking at the current market. So we're not going to be doing backtesting. And I think there's quite a bit to talk about, right? Because first August looked a little bit like sideways, but then I think we actually did close quite below the start of August. Not entirely sure, but I think we did. So yeah. We're going to be looking at our predictions in the past and see how they've played out throughout the month of August. So if you're interested in how to read the current markets, then please do join us tomorrow, same time as today. If not, you can catch the replay on YouTube or Twitter or any of the other streaming platforms that we're on, that you're currently watching it on. And then we'll hope to see you again tomorrow. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, Rowan, for guiding me again into profits. Yeah. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.